A topic so sad I knew I had to make it its own video. Colby Covington goes after Paddy Pimblett, one of the most desperate things he has done. I mean, Colby Covington is known for trying to get attention, trying to trash talk to, cause attention to his fight.
Paddy Pimblett's a little bitch. He needs to stop running my name through his mouth. Just stay relevant, because he's just using me to stay relevant, because he's never accomplished anything.
There used to be a time where a Colby interview was a little bit exciting. You would go to it, and now it just becomes like, shut up, dude. Colby Covington has lost now 30 of his last fights, and is trying to pick a fight with a lightweight, guys. And let's be honest, the only reason he is doing this is because he knows Paddy Pimblett's name is in the news right now for beating Michael Chandler, and he's trying to steal the headlines, and I don't know if it's working, guys, but let's take a look. There's multiple angles of this confrontation, but let's actually take a look and see what Colby Covington said to Paddy Pimblett. This is from ESPN MMA, guys. As you guys can see, Colby Covington runs into Paddy Pimblett doing a backstage interview, and he decides, I guess, to jump in here. Keep in mind, Colby Covington already pulled up to the event with, it seems like, an escort. Obviously, we don't know that. This is all alleged, guys, so I'm not making any claims. I'm just saying Colby Covington is known to pay off models, so I think it's pretty reasonable to assume maybe this isn't his girlfriend. At least that's not what I think, which is just sad as its own. I mean, Colby Covington, I understand if this guy is like a 28-year-old, 29-year-old, coming up on the scene. The guy is 35, and you're gonna literally be paying a girl just to hang out with you at the event that looks, first of all, like 20 years old, just to literally look cool for fans. That's literally the only reason, guys, to look cool. I'd have more respect at this point if you paid a prostitute. Yeah, Colby Covington's here. Alright, so you can see. All right. So first, Colby Covington comes up to him. He says, look, you're 2-6. And Paddy Pimblett immediately is already chirping. But I would be more, I'm surprised Paddy was this, locked into it. Because, this is a welterweight guy coming at you that is on a losing streak. You guys are as far apart from each other as you could possibly be at fighting. I like Colby. He gets, bright red.
You beat guys that are 2-6. Remember that. Remember that. You're a scrub.
2-6.
You're a fraud.
What are you on a 3-fight losing streak?
You did fraud check so quick.
Fraud check. And then Paddy crashes out at the end here.
Keep putting your act on you.
Yeah, he crashes out here a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So here, like I said, Colby Covington goes up to Paddy Pimblett and is like, yo, you're beating guys that are 2-6. Michael Chandler's 2-5, but no, I understand what he's saying. And he's like, look, if you want a real challenge, I'm the guy. Fight me at 170. Makes no sense, even though Paddy Pimblett's a 155er. And this is Colby Covington where, look, if Colby was the guy that I genuinely believed would be down to take on these newcomers, I would be like, all right, fine, Colby Covington, this is a little more understandable if he's willing to take on all the biggest hype, right? The biggest names in combat sports and wants to put them on his list. I understand that. But then why didn't he have that energy with Hamzat? Remember how many times he avoided the Hamzat fight? It even seems like he avoided an Ian Gary fight, and you're going to fight Ian Gary, but not Paddy Pimblett. Ian Gary 1000% is a better stylistic matchup for Colby. I'm not saying I think Colby would win. I still think Colby would actually lose that one, but it is a way easier matchup. That's a striker, and you're going to have a little bit more success with the grappling than you would against Paddy. Paddy, I think, would do really well against Colby, honestly. It just seems like Colby is nowhere near where he once was, and it's just sad for him to, literally say, you know what, I'm going to throw myself at you, trying to get this clout, trying to get the attention that you're getting. It is so desperate, it is so obvious, and it's tough to see, man. It really is. From a guy, look, I went to when he fought Usman the second time, Madison Square Garden, man. To see this fall off, it is tragic, bro. Now, there's also this other angle of this. Now, here you can see he's with the girl. And you can see Colby walk away. This fraud check, which we're going to talk about too. What the hell is that? Don't put your name in your mouth. So there's a lot to break down there that I'm just even more confused about. Colby Covington says fraud check, right? Where, look, we've talked about this before. People say fraud check whenever a prospect loses, right? And it's not always a case. A prospect doesn't have to lose for it to be a fraud check. I think Paddy Pimblett going past Michael Chandler, it proves at least that, look, he is in that level of at least a good fighter, right? I mean, we don't know what his ceiling is. I think many people believed Paddy was a good fighter since that Bobby Green fight, right? I think many people know this. It's just we don't know how good of a fighter. That doesn't mean he's necessarily going to be a champion. you got killers at the top like Arman Sarukian, Justin Gaethje, Islam Makhachev, Ilya Taporia. I mean, these are high-level names, so this isn't hate saying, I don't know if you can hang with those guys. We just don't know. So to say fraud check, even if you were to lose to Colby, I don't really think that's a fraud check. Although, if anything, that really is more of a statement on where Colby is in his career, because maybe he is right, because if you lose to Colby Covington, that might be embarrassing at this stage in life. But the second thing is Colby Covington saying, keep my name out of your mouth, guys. Like, I could be totally wrong, and if this is true that Paddy Pimblett did talk shit about Colby, then okay, fine. Then maybe I'm wrong, and I could accept Colby Covington had a right to go up to him. But I didn't see at all Paddy Pimblett talk shit about Colby Covington this whole week. I mean, Colby Covington is as irrelevant as he's ever been. What do you mean keep your name out of his mouth, man? He's the one that went up to Paddy Pimblett. He's the one with Paddy's name in his mouth. So for him to walk away acting like, oh, everybody's here calling him out, like he's, you know, the uncrowned champ that everybody respects and everyone's thinking about, it's a joke. That's not what's going on. Nobody actually thinks like this. I just think this girl should, like, run away, man, because, like, we know Colby's dating history, bro. Like, it's disturbing. Like, Colby has more paid escorts than he has ranked UFC wins right now, guys. Let that sink in. Paddy Pimblett did initially react to it as well as give an interview. Here was his initial reaction to the altercation.
Quick comment on Colby Covington.
Oh, fuck Colby Covington, lad, the little mushroom. Colby the snitch Covington. You can suck this.
Quick comment.
So yeah, obviously referring to the snitching stuff with Masvidal, you know, Colby, I mean, we all know this at this point. And look, guys, I'm not exactly like the biggest Paddy Pimblett fan, so I'm not here trying to glaze Paddy and say he like owned Colby. I just really think this is just Colby's own stupidity. Like, the thing about this is, if this was a welterweight, I would understand it, fine. It's in your weight class. It might seem stupid, even if it's a guy on the up and you're on the down, fine. There is no chance this fight's gonna happen. Like, what is the point? You were literally doing this for absolutely no reason other than just really for attention, and it's desperate, guys. Colby Covington's career, where it is right now, we know he needs his attention more than anything right now. But let's actually take a look at the interview Paddy Pimblett did, because he did talk about the altercation, give his thoughts on Colby Covington, and yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, it wasn't the only fight you nearly got into tonight, though. We saw a video of you backstage with Colby Covington.
Mr. Irrelevant, trying to stay relevant. The fucking whopper.
Yeah, what was that
And he's
about?
making him relevant, though, by talking.
Come over, starting to chat shit, didn't he, lad? Fuck, because he seen there was a camera. Come over and started to say, oh, you fight scrubs. Like, lad, he said something about Chandler being 2-4 or something. Isn't he 2-4 in his last 6?
Yo,
something like that.
Oh my god. So, like, honestly, I think you might actually be right. I think he is like 2-6 or something. Bro, he's 3-3 in his last 6, guys. He's 3-3 in his last 6. Colby, man, like, out of all things you could have picked at, it was Michael Chandler, like, in his losing record. I mean, this is really sad now. Across 6 years at this point, he is 3-3, guys. 6 years. So basically every other year he wins a fight. And as we've said, Colby Covington, he doesn't even have ranked wins, and he's gonna be talking about Paddy Pimblett fighting scrubs. I mean, Paddy Pimblett, like, he doesn't fight the best competition. That is true. But look who it's coming from, Colby Covington. I mean, it's just rich.
He's an absolute bum, lad. He's nearly 40. He's trying to stay relevant by jumping on me while if there's a camera there. Well, not jumping on me, just talking shit. I seen him a power slap the other week and walked past him staring at him. And he just looked at the floor like the little pussy boy he is. When there's a camera there, he tries to say something. But he got terrored, know what I mean? We all absolutely terrorised him. Got told to leg it. Tried to keep shouting. Got told to button his shirt up the fucking wall.
I don't even know what he's saying, honestly.
That's
part
when
what?
Michael,
like you said, Colby is almost 40 years old. Like I said, I think it's funny paying for an escort. Like, literally half his age, guys, going to this event, trying to seem cool. It is extremely weird.
Paddy Pimblett's a little bitch. He needs to stop running my name through his mouth. Just stay relevant, because he's just using me to stay relevant, because he's never accomplished anything. He's never going to get to a title fight. He's never going to win a title, period. He's a fucking irrelevant bum. So when he starts cutting all that weight and cutting chromosomes, and he wants to come to a real man's weight class and fight a real man, he can get his ass whooped. So he needs to keep my name out of his mouth, otherwise he's going to end up with my foot in his ass.
But like I said, Paddy Pimblett is on the up. He just beat Michael Chandler, destroyed Michael Chandler, and battered him, I mean, literally for 3 rounds or so. The first round was a bit close, but after that, got a lot of control. And guys, I think the same thing could happen to Colby Covington at this stage. And Colby does not want this smoke, and Colby's not going to get the smoke. I think Colby's probably going to fight a 170-pounder on the up. God knows when he's even going to fight next. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who do you guys think won this interaction, Paddy or Colby? I think the answer is pretty obvious. I don't think Paddy really needs to do much to win this interaction. Colby, where he is in his career and where Paddy is in his career, says enough about the beef. Thank you guys for watching. Check out my last video where I talked about the UFC not being happy about Volkanovski winning the belt again. You guys are the best fan base in MMA. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share, y'all, and I'll see you guys in the next one.